Long Island medium Theresa Caputo returning to Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City. When I found out Theresa Caputo, the Long Island medium and star of the new Lifetime series, Raising Spirits, was appearing at Ovation Hall at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City, I jumped at the chance to interview her. It would be a reunion of sorts. Not only was I a fan of Long Island medium, set in Hicksville, New York, where both of us grew up, but Caputo and I went to Fork Lane Elementary School there decades ago. Caputo, known for her ability to communicate with those who have passed on, still resides in the New York hamlet, right next door to her parents where she grew up. The Ovation Hall show, Theresa Caputo Live the Experience, will feature a full-stage video display, ensuring everyone in the theater has an up-close experience, regardless of seat location. Caputo is no stranger to the Garden State, having performed at New Jersey Performing Arts Center, NJPAC, in Newark, as well as in Montclair, Toms River, and, of course, Atlantic City. Asked if she had a favorite or most memorable episode of Long Island medium, Caputo said, "Oh God, there's so many. Every reading that I do, every episode that we've done, they're special in their own way. Someone is receiving the gift of healing, regardless of whether it's someone's grandparent, parent, child, spouse, sibling, so it's really hard to say my favorite." Caputo said she loved doing surprise readings on the show, where a person was not expecting to receive a reading. Maybe it's something they've been wanting for a long time and never thought that in a million years that it ever would happen to them. The surprises are great. Caputo says she is not without her skeptics. I respect that. I get it. I am the first one to say that what I do is absolutely crazy, she said. How can someone communicate with someone that has passed away? I have spirit validate every healing message with something completely unique to that person. So spirit might validate it with something that that person would never expect to hear from their loved one, Caputo said. It might be something that happened years ago to remind them of the happier times. Spirit talks about things that have happened since they passed away, to validate that through every breath that we take and every milestone we achieve, they're with us, just in a different way. The thing that I love the most, she continued, is that I have spirit communicate with their personality, the way that they were before they got sick or passed away, to validate that from the moment the soul leaves the physical body, they leave behind every and any disability or ailment. They do not take it with them. And they also validate it with things that we haven't shared with anyone else in the physical world. Caputo said her ability to talk to the dead didn't present itself until later in life. I was probably almost 30. I always sensed and felt things that other people didn't, and even growing up, my parents never really made a big deal about the things that I would say or do. I come from a very spiritual family, very strong faith family, and it wasn't until I was almost 30 that I discovered that not only was I able to connect with my own departed loved ones, but everyone else's, she said. And that's something that I know that we all can do. We all have the ability to connect with our own departed loved ones. I just have the ability to connect with everyone's loved ones. Caputo's spirit communication isn't just limited to people, but to pets as well. People do wonder about pets, she said. Pets are a part of our life. For some people, they can't have children, or they never had children, and even if they do, they're part of our family. And I think pets offer so much unconditional love and security, and just like even encouragement. Those days where you don't want to get up out of bed, right? You want to stay in bed. But they've got to go to the bathroom, you've got to take them out, you've got to walk them. That is always special and amazing to me when someone's pets come through. It is something people always do wonder as well. But I always say a soul is a soul and a bond is a bond, and those soul bonds can never and will never be broken. I always tell people, don't worry, I still talk to dead people. It's still very much like Long Island medium, my life. But what I love about Raising Spirits is that it kind of shows more about my personal life and what I really do on a daily basis, she said. I make what I do look very easy, and it's really hard to do what I do. And to show how it is when I'm on tour behind the scenes, behind the venue, and really what my day is like, and the day-to-day craziness that goes on as we're getting ready for work, things that I might be sensing or feeling, me having to talk to my granddaughter at the last minute. And the thing that I love about it is they're all things we all go through, right? So I love that because just because I'm on TV, my life is just like everyone else's. Caputo has authored 5 books, including NY Times bestsellers Good Grief, Heal Your Soul, Honor Your Loved Ones, and Learn to Live Again 2017, and You Can't Make This Stuff Up 2014. Her Ambie-nominated podcast, Hey Spirit, helps guests work through their grief to allow them to heal and move forward with peace and self-assurance. I always just tell people, even if you haven't lost someone, attending the experience is a life-changing event, Caputo said. We might not have lost someone personally, but over these past few years, we've absolutely lost something. And what I do is so much more than communicating with people that have died. Spirit restores our faith in ourselves, gives us that strength and encouragement to live life with happiness and joy, and to watch and to feel the energy, and be in a space to actually see healing take place right in front of you. And to watch perfect strangers comfort one another, it's something truly special. And people say all the time, at one of my live shows, most people will say, I had no idea what to expect when I walked into that theater, and I personally did not get read, but what I witnessed was life-changing. And they'll go on to say, I realized that there were so many other people that truly needed to hear from their loved ones more than I did that night. And to me, that is just a statement that shows how powerful what I do is. And you don't have to believe in what I do. I do what I do. I don't care if people believe in what I do. I want them to believe in themselves, believe in an afterlife, and truly know that the things that go on around them, that remind them of their loved one that has died, to know that it is them. To know that their soul is just giving you a little hello from heaven.